This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today, I'm showing you Joe Budden's take on the Angola daddy-daughter prison dance. Check this clip out.
Speaking of prison, it's different. Angola prison.
Oh yeah,
Angola prison did a daddy-daughter dance for the inmates in there. You know, a lot of them, it was the first one, so a lot of them been locked up for years, haven't had a chance to see their daughters, and dudes was all dressed up in suits. It looked amazing.
it did. I cried.
That's fine. Yeah,
You cried,
it did
Joey?
It did it. Oh no, absolutely.
That's tearjerker.
Oh,
That's tearjerker.
Some of them dads looked like that was their first time even seeing their daughters.
Yeah.
Some of the daughters, you could see some of the same look of just everybody looked excited, happy. They dressed the jail up. The girls had dresses on. It was flowers. It was beautiful.
That's amazing.
Shout out that was crazy.
That was amazing.
Beautiful.
I think the thing that stuck out to me the most is how nice, because black people, we look good when we, you know what I mean? When we do that, yeah. And they did such a good job of making them look like free men. They didn't, because sometimes you see that and they dress them up and you can still see the vibe of prison on them. They looked like they were free. Everybody hair nice. Anybody with dreads, they was twisted. Everybody lineup was on point. Like, it was really, really well done. Everybody looked nice. And they did a good job of transforming wherever they were, because it looked like a ballroom.
Yeah, to make it not look like prison.
And that's so important. From a person that can recall, my 5 of the 10 years I saw him twice, I could remember what the clock looked like, what the vending machine looked like. I can remember how hard I cried when I went home. People don't understand, some people don't understand the type of dent that put in family when dad leave like that. And I remember as a kid, the only part I couldn't get is like, why would anybody let this happen and I feel like this? That's as a 5-year-old. Like, why, you know what I mean? And it really made me like hate the police. As a kid, you think that's who took your parent away. Yeah, so.
It's funny you say that. That's the only thing I did think about. As beautiful as it was, I wondered the after effects for both parties.
Worst part.
I wondered him going back to the cell, because if that hug and dance was everything that it looked like it was, then it's going to be some long nights in that cell, because you realize, and you could have that every night if you were just home. And for the kid, when you leave, it's like, that's a kid that now got to deal with, hey, I just seen my dad. I have a better understanding of why dad is not around, and I miss dad. I need a dad in the house. I did think about that. Well, I think beautiful as it was.
I think that's why it's important to keep the relationship going. I mean, one of the things that makes you less likely to return to prison, less likely to commit crime, is having connection to family. And most of us who people are, especially in state prisons or anywhere really, they're so far from home that it's hard to do visits.
That Rikers bus.
Right.
It's far once you get to Rikers.
Right. Exactly. And then phone calls are too expensive. You know, so they make it sort of by design that you can't keep close relationships. Even now, the letters you write don't go straight to the person.
No.
They go down to Florida. They come back up. They get vetted. So
Florida?
Yeah. Same thing. At least in Pennsylvania, they do. I don't know about other places. Same thing with sending people books. Everything is harder now, right?
Books is definitely hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I wanted to just shout out the organization God Behind Bars that helped do this, because the Angola prison agreed to it, and the leadership at the prison helped, but there's a private organization called God Behind Bars that made sure that those brothers had the outfits, suits, that they had flowers, that they had handwritten letters for their daughters, and that they had, so they gave them Bibles, handwritten letters, and flowers. All that came from the organization. So we got to keep supporting these organizations that are making these connections and helping people keep those relationships.
Indeed. Yeah, as a kid of a person that was incarcerated, even because, you know, statistically, if your parent go to jail, you go to jail, right? And I remember like saying that to my dad, like, why the fuck didn't you keep in touch? You know, because I'm a kid, so when this is drawing Betty Boop by hand, I'm thinking he really doing that versus paying soups for it, right? But it was the highlight of my month. And legit, in them 10 years, he went years not speaking to me. But that's why he said, you know, like, because I remember him picking me up and putting me in the security camera saying, look how dumb you look crying. Stop crying. Don't cry, whatever. He said that was like a rumble, a fight, a whole visit. Like, he could not bid and do that. So it's like he stopped speaking to me to survive that. You know what I mean?
If I managed Mona, there's no way on earth that Orange is the New Black would have been out and she would have been in.
That's a fact.
They did a good job, though.
There's no way on earth she wouldn't have been in that.
Yeah.
They get it.
Like, while she talking, I'm thinking of Oz, but then I'm like, girl Oz, oh shit. Girl.
Moments like this always get people talking, and you can see why.
Nah, and they did a good job with the Orange is the New Black, because y'all know the girl that made it went there. The IDs were the same, the boots was the same, the outfits was the same. That was like a flashback watching that. Now, as far as, and I love that they did flashbacks where you would be introduced to a character and then you would learn what the person
was.
Yeah, I think, because I don't watch a lot of shows like that. What, you didn't like it? You didn't like
I hated that show.
Did you?
Really?
Why?
Because I watched Wentworth. And once I saw Wentworth.
Oh, Wentworth was the real deal.
Yeah, once I saw Wentworth, I was like,
Wentworth.
oh yeah, I could never watch the
Wentworth
show
was
again.
the real.
Wentworth looked like it didn't have no comedy in it or nothing fun. Like Orange is the Black was funny.
I don't want to see comedy.
Well, I'm asking you, was Wentworth ever funny or no? Like Orange is the Black was?
Nah.
No.
And they both was
There was
federal
nothing funny about Wentworth.
Yeah, it was nothing funny.
Very serious.
Yep.
And the bitch was ugly on Wentworth too.
I see both, yo, because I've never been to prison. I'm coming home. But
you always gave me what they needed, the information they needed. It was like, there you go.
One for you, 1, 2, 3. Yo, but no, from what my friends tell me, like jail is bad. But no,
Wow. Breaking news, everybody.
Can't have a conversation.
Ish has a source.
I'm listening.
Bro, you can't.
And according to these sources,
be telling
jail
Is bad.
But be telling me like, yo, dog.
I'm here with you, dog.
my sources told me that jail is bad.
Yo, that's that Philly shit. They with you.
I guess. But bro, niggas be making lifetime friendships, relationships in jail, all of that. And niggas be saying that there are good times that they share in jail. You there already for 20, 30, 10, whatever the amount of years you got. Niggas make the best of that.
Right, well,
So when you see Orange is the New Black and they do have some moments.
That's more realistic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
In real life, nobody's
I'm not saying
That's
that.
Right. You finished strong. That was a great point. But the start.
About some children.
The start.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. When something like an Angola prison daddy-daughter dance starts circulating online, it naturally sparks a lot of conversations because it sits in a space where people are trying to make sense of the layers around it. You have a setting that most folks only hear about in documentaries or news segments, then suddenly you see a softer moment unfolding in the middle of that environment, and it catches attention. Some people look at it from a cultural angle, thinking about how rare it is to see families interacting in situations like that, and others look at it from a social perspective, focusing on how a moment like this can shift the way people view fatherhood, structure, or connection. And then when Joe Budden mentions how he reacted emotionally while seeing it on an Instagram reel, it adds another dynamic, not because it tells anyone how they should feel, but because it shows how unexpected clips can hit people in ways they didn't anticipate. It also pushes a bigger conversation about how content online comes at you without warning. Sometimes light, sometimes heavy, sometimes thoughtful, sometimes confusing, and this moment fits right into that lane. Okay, so drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.